Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the ground, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Georgia sends out the punt team.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Gonna run it. It's Hughes.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Finds his man. It's Bryant. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense had the look they liked. Tight ends are such matchup problems because of their size and because of their athleticism. And this offense does a nice job moving this guy around, especially in this area of the field.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. He's got an open man. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll go back to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Picked off to stop the threat. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Might be changing the route. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The short hands, it's Humphries. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The give to the tailback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Georgia lining up to clear it away. They'll immediately call timeout. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Stewart. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. It's great to spread the ball around and fool them, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Makes the catch. It's dealt. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Now on first down from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Moore will throw. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's caught. It's Frazier. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's complete. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They're going to test the right side with this one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for a crease. It's Hughes.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Hughes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Great anticipation by the defense here. This offense has shown in recent games, 3rd and 1 short yardage situations, they'll try to fool you. They'll try to throw the football. Defense not caught off guard. They dial up the blitz and they get the sack.
Now on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Making adjustments. Looking for a crease to the left. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got room to work. Gives him the big stiff arm. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Running behind that left side. Fights off the defender. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. shoot. Quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right.
Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Grab near the marker, it's Stewart. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. There he goes! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. Takes a handoff. It's Whittington. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Moore to the air, working that left side. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best play.
Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Rides the back and leaves it. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up. Oh, it's a fake. And it works if he can get the first down. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up a 1st down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the 1st down.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. He's got it on the right. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Starts from their own 25-yard line. A run to the right. Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Still running at the 40. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more